Hello there, YouTube. It's TokiShadow. We're here for a breakdown. This is a new thing that we're going to introduce to the channel called Toki's B-rolls, and I can't wait to get started. Today we're taking a peek again at Alien Isolation, a game that we did complete the story mode on stream, and we're taking a look at those bonus features. We're going to just kind of get an idea of what they look like, to give you my brief thoughts on Alien Isolation as a whole, kind of a review video and a recap for the game, give you guys a preview of what those challenge modes look like, and really determine if they're any harder, any easier than the game. So let's go ahead and hop on in, and we will start that mission right now.
Mission start.
Let's give it a shot, shall we? Well, it doesn't look like there's any way to like change difficulty or anything like that, so guess we jump right in. Looks like the difficulty level's set. They're probably assuming that we've completed the game, so I imagine it's gonna be difficult. Alrighty. Alright, while we're here, just like we have a time limit of 30 minutes, we have to escape, we have to collect 2 crew cards, delete system data, and lock down the stairwell. Let's get to it, shall we? Let's go ahead and, looks like we gotta collect some stuff here. As per Alien Isolation usual. Oh, what's this? There we go. Anyway, while we're here, while we're kind of, it seems to be somewhat chilled, we're gonna talk a little bit about Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation was released back in 2015, and I still remember to this day watching Markiplier play part of it until I eventually was like, okay, I'm done watching this. I was never a fan of horror games, to be exact, and it's funny, this one stood out to me, and I was like, you know what, this is really cool. I love space anyway, so that's probably part of the reason why this stood out to me, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get this game. So I did. Purchased it back in 2015 and never played it. So a little history on me and my stream. My stream started in October 5th was my first stream back in 2024. And yeah, I started with Pokemon Fire Red, but I was like, you know what, I need some variety. I'm a variety streamer, that's my goal. So I want to spice it up a little bit. I want to do something different. And then for whatever reason, maybe, you know, torturing myself, I don't know what it was. I was like, you know what would happen if I played a horror game? Maybe it'll make me stick to it and finish it. So Alien Isolation became a staple on the channel. We took a break from it about midway through, and came back to it here recently and finished the game. My thoughts on Alien Isolation as a whole is that it's one of the best, if not the best, but I will say this much. It's in my top 5 games for sure. I would probably say maybe even top 3. And wow, dude, hope you got some medical care for that. Looks pretty rough. Alien seems to be really eating a hole in your personality. I couldn't resist it. But anyway, Alien Isolation was a phenomenal game. The way it's built to create immersion, I think, is way ahead of its time. The atmosphere, the audio engineering, everything about this game screams, hey, you're gonna hate this, but you're gonna love it by the end of it. And I know some people didn't, but this guy, it worked. It absolutely worked. I can't say enough about this game. You know what? Didn't work. Wow. Okay, so don't get gutsy in the challenge. That probably would have scared it off in the regular playthrough, but that did not work here. So looks like we're kind of testing the waters, and that is a pretty solid sign that we may be looking at a more difficult, more highly tuned AI version of the Xenomorph in the gameplay and the storyline. I guess that's why it's called challenge mode, huh? Makes sense, right? Come on, get it together. Anyway, the level of immersion they set up here is just phenomenal. I would highly recommend giving it a shot because the game is just phenomenal. It truly is. I really do love it. Love every minute of the playthrough. Even the more frustrating parts, the game was so rewarding in that way that it does make you work for it. It's not ever a cakewalk at all. and the ending especially. I will not give anything away here because I am very I don't want to give away any spoilers for you guys in case you do decide after all this time to go and play it. I don't want to be the one who spoils it for you. So just know that the game is very challenging but very rewarding. A lot of fun, and sheesh, it truly has withheld the test of time. No, you don't. No, you don't. Did I just blow it all? Oh, shoot. Yeah, he's a lot more aggressive in this. With the exception of maybe the very end of Alien Isolation. Again, I'll not spoil that for you, but just know it does amp up the intensity at the end. And make you think that it's the end like 7 times, but that's neither here nor there. Only critique that I would really have for this game actually has to do with the end. The ending felt a little flat. It made me curious about a sequel and made me want a sequel. So if that's what they were going for, they definitely they got that down. That happened for me. It didn't have enough of a hook for me at the very end. Obviously enough to get me to want to play a sequel, but that's more so related to how well the game was built than it is how the ending was crafted. It does leave you wondering what's coming next, that's for sure. And with Alien Isolation being announced have a sequel, at least I think so. If I remember correctly, it's announced to have a sequel all these years later. It makes complete sense. Once you get to the end, you're like, yep, there's no other route but having a sequel. No, keep on going, big guy. Anyway, all that said, my biggest advice for those that have, holy crap, for those that have not played the game, A, play it. If you have the stomach to tolerate it at all, I would highly recommend playing it. The environment it sets up is unlike anything I've played before. And B, be ready to collect all the items early on. Like, definitely collect everything that you can and hold on to it. Don't waste everything all at the beginning, because I promise you'll probably regret that. And ooh, sheesh. Last part of that would definitely be to just stick with it. The very beginning, it beats you up a bit, kind of teaches you the ropes, and then you kind of understand like what's going on after a little bit. But it does take a minute to learn. It does take a minute, because with this game, it is like you can never kill the main baddie at all. So you've basically got to run, hide, and use whatever weapons you can to delay that. There are some villains, some things that you're up against that you can get rid of, but there aren't as many of those encounters as you may think. It's mostly just the xenomorph that really can do you in quick. So, all that said, this game is wonderful. I'd highly recommend a playthrough if you haven't played it. And I think, just by a quick glance here at the challenges, that this is going to be a little bit more, dare I say it, and be on the nose, but challenging than the original gameplay. So, looks like if you're looking for an additional challenge, there may be something to find here, because it kind of drops you in with no direction, no nothing. Obviously, hello. Wow, that was rude. Obviously, you have like the direction of your radar here, but it really doesn't give you much context as to what's going on right now. Like, we have collect two crew cars, delete the system data, and lock down the stairwell. We don't know where any of that is. We don't know what any of that means. We don't know why. There's a lot of questions there. That's a good time. Those of you that played know what's happening there. I'll leave it alone for those of you that don't. And I won't spoil it. Oh, you saw me. I figured you did. Get out of here. Thank you. But yeah, there's plenty to discover here. It seems like this is a lot more difficult. Just an initial, like, feeling it out. But I wanted to ask you guys a question. So with Toki's B-rolls, this is obviously going to be like kind of a review series, or things that we don't get to, like downloadable content or bonus content that we don't get to on stream. Ooh, this looks terrifying. All right, let's see what's up here. So, do you guys want to see a playthrough of this here on YouTube? Do you want to see a live stream of these events? What would you like to see? Because I want to figure out what you guys want. So drop that down in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Or you can even send me a message, talk to me on stream, whatever you want to do. But I'm dying to know your feedback, because it'd be great to get an idea of what you guys would like to see. I'm really trying to build up the channel. I'm uploading a lot more frequently here, giving you guys some short content here usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or my upload days, or Tuesdays and Wednesdays have been... Oh, hello there. Hey, big guy. Oh, Lord. Okay. He's gone, maybe. All right. Maybe. Being the operative word here. Oh, God. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, a lot more aggressive. So typically in the original game, like the story mode, would not have circled around like that. The AI seems a little bit more fine-tuned. Just looking at like this, maybe it's has something to do with the difficulty being turned up or something. I don't know, but I would definitely say this is going to be more challenging. But if you want to see a playthrough of this, if you want to see a playthrough of it on YouTube specifically in a series, watching me beat the challenges, I can do that. If you want me to do it on stream, just let me know what you think below, and then eventually it's going to end up somewhere. So let me know what you think. If you played the game, drop your personal review in the chat. I'd love to know what you think about Alien Isolation, see if it lines up with what I think. If not, why not? What did you not like about it? What were the things that threw you off? What were the things that you do like about it? Let me know. Let me go ahead and swap over here. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here. You're loved, you're appreciated, and from my corner of the galaxy to yours, with all the love that I can muster,